Hey there everybody, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Oral Reports. This weekend is something I like to consider to be a very special event, which happens to be my dad and my goddaughter / cousin Elizabeth's birthday. So, I decided to blog something that both of them might like. But before I get into the actual blog, let me talk about a cartoon show known as the Winx Club. Now, I wasn't always into this show when it first aired in 2004, but not too long after I graduated from high school, I became very fascinated with it. And I also became surprised that it was an Italian cartoon. But anyway, the show centers around Bloom, who is a very special girl with magical powers, who travels from Gardenia, Earth, to the Althea School for Fairies to perfect her skills. She quickly befriends 5 other teenage fairies: Stella, Flora, Musa, Tecna, and Aisha. Together, these 6 girls become the Winx Club. In addition to school, the girls must work together to save the universe from many enemies like Valtor, Lord Darkar, the Tricks, Icy, Darcy, and Stormy, and a variety of other opponents. Only with the power of 6 Enchantix fairies fighting together can girls save the universe. But at the same time, Bloom also learns of her origins and is determined to find her biological family. In my opinion, this show is just spectacular. Plus, it almost makes me think of Harry Potter. Kinda, though. Plus, the animation for the show looks very spot on. What also surprised me is that, even though the following seasons were very epic, Ingenio Straffi decided to conclude the first 3 seasons with a movie. And of course, it's the subject of my blog today. Released in Italy on November 30th, 2007, and to USA Television on March 11th, 2012, the movie is Winx Club: The Secret of the Lost Kingdom. So, let's get her started. At Althea College, Stella, Aisha, Flora, Musa, and Tecna all graduate and become guardian fairies of their home planets. But since the ancestral witches destroyed Bloom's home planet, Domino, she must watch the graduation from the sidelines. Later on, Bloom's sister Daphne tells her that there is still hope of saving her family. Together, the Winx travel to Domino to find King R.r.l's sword and revive Bloom's birth parents and the entire planet. So, what do I think of this special? Well, after first seeing it on YouTube in 2009 and buying its Nickelodeon version on DVD, I thought this film was really magical, epic, and of course, fun. But before I get ahead of myself, let's move on to Mustang notes. Rainbow S.r.l. offered the film to the Cannes Film Festival in 2007, which sounds pretty cool. However, Ingenio Straffi has noted that it was very difficult to animate the girl's hair correctly in 3D. And, to be quite honest, I agree with him. To me, the CGI looks a tad dated, but still stays true to its hand-drawn counterparts. Plus, the backgrounds look very nice, too. The CGI also mixes well with the magical stuff that happens throughout this movie. Like several of the episodes, this movie contains a few songs in it. My favorites being You're the One, which is sung during the opening intro, and when the Winx and Specialists ride through the snowy slopes of Domino. Only a Girl, which is sung while Bloom is in Gardenia spending time with Mike, Vanessa, and Kiko. But at the same time she feels sad about not seeing Sky. And finally, Enchantix, which is sung while the girls transform in order to get ready for battle. Kind of similar to Sailor Moon's group. My favorite scene in this movie is when the Winx visit the Pixies' Tree of Portals. In that scene, while Lockette is looking for the key to Obsidian, Jolly's magic balls cause a big explosion, which ends up making a big mess of keys. This makes me think of a similar scene from Pajama Sam. And I also like the scene where Musa uses her voice to calm down a stone bird named Rock. Plus, the battles are really awesome, and the final climax in Obsidian is really intense and thought-provoking. Anyway, now that we're done with Mustang notes, let's move on to the characters and their voice actors. Our main character, Princess Bloom, is voiced by Molly C. Quinn, whom I know from Disney's Christmas Carol and We're the Millers. Now, I like Bloom. She's pretty, strong, brave, and she also makes a great leader. Plus, her Dragonfire powers are just so incredible. In the movie, while the rest of her friends become guardian fairies, she's determined to find her birth parents and restore her home world. The rest of the Winx are as follows. Stella, voiced by Amy Gross. Flora, voiced by Alejandra Reynoso. Musa, voiced by Romy Dames. Tecna, voiced by Morgan Decker. And Aisha, voiced by KK Palmer. To me, they're just wonderful characters, and I like that they always stick by Bloom's side whenever they're on a mission together. Bloom's sister Daphne is voiced by Elizabeth Gillies, who appeared in a very raunchy film called Vacation. To me, Daphne's role in this film may not be that big, but it's still very important. When we first see her, she comes to Bloom in her dreams and tells her to come to Lake Roccaluce. There, she tells her about the secret library on Domino and gives Bloom her mask. Plus, Daphne helped Bloom fight the ancestral witches nearing the end of the movie. Now, the reason why she's like this is because in Season 5, Daphne tells Bloom that when she was fighting the witches while protecting Bloom as a baby, the witches put a dark spell on her Sirenix form. The power turned against her and turned her into a disembodied spirit. Next we come to Bloom's love interest and leader of the specialists, Prince Sky, voiced by Matt Shively. In my opinion, Sky is a great character. He's noble, and he's very brave too. My favorite scenes that Sky is involved with is when he meets Bloom on top of Althea's roof with his hoverboard. It almost reminds me of a scene from Aladdin. And I also like the scene where he uses King Oratel's sword to slay Mandragora and the witches. I also know that he'll be a great king of Heraklion, and a great husband for Bloom in the future. One of Sky's friends, Riven, is voiced by Sam Riegel, who has been a dialogue director for Sophia the First and Elena of Avalor. Riven is the grumpiest member of the Specialists, and Musa's boyfriend. While he does make a really badass fighter, mostly throughout this movie, he's manipulated by Mandragora's insect poison. But luckily, during the final climax, he breaks free from Mandragora's control and helps Sky and the others fight her bug army. The other specialists, Brandon, Helia, and Timmy, are voiced by Adam Gregory, David Faustino, and Charlie Schlater. Why Naboo is absent in this movie is beyond me, but anyway, these guys are great at helping the Winx with their missions, and in this movie, it's no exception. Next we have Bloom's pet rabbit, Kiko, whose vocals are provided by Dee Bradley Baker. Like in the show, Kiko doesn't appear too much in this film, but still, he's such an adorable little rabbit who likes to play with Bloom and make her happy. Next we come to Miss Farragonda, the head mistress of Althea, voiced by Carrie Walgreen. Known for voicing Atina in The Little Mermaid Ariel's beginning, and Mindy Parker from Bolt. Farragonda played a major role in helping Bloom discover her past and her true powers. Plus, she has faith in Bloom and the Winx, just as she has for the rest of her students. The Pixies, Lockette, Shatta, Amore, Digit, Toon, and Piff, are voiced by Hynden Walsh, Laura Jill Miller, and Georgina Cordova. To me, these little guys are absolutely adorable. In the film, they help restore Althea after Mandragora attacked, and later they help the Winx find the key to Obsidian. Next we come to Bloom's adopted parents, Mike and Vanessa, voiced by James Patrick Stewart and April Stewart. To me, they did wonderfully raising Bloom on Earth before she found out that she was a fairy. In the movie, they invited Bloom's friends for her birthday in hopes that they could make her feel better, and they even attended the domino celebration at the end of the movie. Next we come to Bloom's biological parents, King R.r.l and Queen Marian, voiced by Josh Keaton and Greta Liesel. They were the leaders of the Company of Light before they were sucked into Obsidian with the witches. Mostly throughout this movie, R.r.l is petrified and Marian is trapped inside his sword. But after the battle with the witches, they become free and reunite with Bloom. Next we come to a little kitten who Bloom names Purr. To be honest, Purr contributes nothing to the movie other than being an adorable extra, becoming Kiko's companion, spending time with Bloom and Gardenia, and giving Mike the allergies. Next up we have Hagen, voiced by Victor Brandt. Hagen is the master builder of indestructible swords, including R.r.l's. His character is proud and hardened by grief at the disappearance of his friends of the Company of Light. After that event, for centuries, he had been locked up in a castle far away from the world, without contact with civilization, up until the Winx found him at the beginning of the movie in hopes that he might help Bloom find her father, since Hagen could always sense the swords he made. Unfortunately, Hagen regretfully told her that he tried using his ability to find R.r.l for a very long time, but he gave up in despair. But thankfully, the scene where he helps Farragonda and the Winx defend Althea from Mandragora makes up for it. Next we come to Lord Bartleby, voiced by James Garrett. Bartleby is King R.r.l's scribe and official keeper of the Book of Fate, as well as the narrator for the movie. In the film, Bartleby assisted the Winx by translating the book and helping them find out where R.r.l and Marion were. He also said that he could not remain in the same dimension as the Winx for long, possibly meaning that he is perhaps still alive, but in another dimension. Next are the ancestral witches, Belladonna, Leasless, and Tharma, voiced by Greta Liesel, Candy Milo, and Laraine Newman. They're responsible for the destruction of Domino, Daphne's Cyrenix curse, as well as the disappearance of Bloom's parents. Mostly throughout this film, they're shown as prisoners of the Obsidian Circle, and they send Mandragora to do their bidding. In my opinion, while they can only possess people, I swear it makes your heart skip a bit just by how terrifying they are, with their ghost-like appearances, and the way they talk is just so bone-chilling. Almost like the Moon Sisters from Kubo and the Two Strings. Last but not least, we have our secondary antagonist, Mandragora. She is the keeper of the Obsidian Circle, who volunteers to find the source of the dragon flame and destroy it. To me, she's equally as evil as the ancestral witches. Not only does she have an army of giant bugs, but she also manipulates Ribbon and attacks Althea. And now it's time to move on to my final words. Overall, Winx Club's Secret of the Lost Kingdom is a great movie. Sure, the animation is a tad dated, but still pretty good. The characters from Bloom, Sky, along with the rest of the Winx are wonderful. The side characters like Ribbon and the Specialist are just so awesome. The battles are fantastic. The background songs are magical. Plus, the ending is very heartwarming. So, if you would be interested in checking this movie out, then I highly recommend it, especially if you want to share this movie with your children. I give this film a rating of 96% out of 100. Well, that's it for now, viewers. Be sure to join me again for my next blog. Mustang Power. Oh, and if my dad and my goddaughter Elizabeth is watching this, I hope they have a great birthday.